Here with Josh RT of G2 now. Congratulations, Josh, on Haven. Just wanted to quickly ask you what you decided to add to your game after the last PRXXX series. I mean, because besides a few missed operator shots and the scoreline, the way you were controlling the pace of the game felt like you literally had them in the palm of your hand.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. We just added back some of our old style of just controlling the pace, making sure we're more disciplined. I wish some of those rounds were cleaner, but that's how it is against PRXXX. They're gonna win some, we're gonna win some, and finally some fell in our favor this time. I remember like nightmares of 1v3s, 1v2s, but now we got one. So hopefully we keep going into map 2 like that. I know they're still scary on Breeze, so you know, pick your poison kind of thing.
Just a quick question about the operator. Are you concerned with what happened on Haven, or no worries?
I mean, things will happen. Like people with shots. I'm going to talk to Baby Bay, but I feel like his confidence never gets lowered, and he knows like there's going to be bad games, and the shot will definitely come.
All right, I'm going to watch him sneak. Thank you so much, and good luck.
Thank you.
It's like very stern talking to you, Mr. Dre, about those op shots. But in fairness, there's one round where like 4 people had the op and all missed their shots.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I think it was flawed. I think it was flawed.
a faulty weapon, like the one at the
fair.
man.
Round 1, it's a 2v1 Baby Bay whiffs, they lose. Round 12, it's a 3v1 Baby Bay whiffs, they lose. It could have gotten bad, but it didn't. And you know he has the confidence to bounce back, like Josh was saying.
Yeah, bro, his spirit is unquenchable. Let's talk about what we saw on the defense side here for G2, because their flood retakes were excellent. Against a team who's going to disrupt you like PRXXX, G2 were able to execute their game plan and stick the landing in a lot of these important rounds.
And thinking back about what Josh was saying of controlling the pace, this is one of the things that we could see right off the bat, and is the fact that when those executes were coming in from the side of PRXXX, the rotations were incredibly quick from the side of G2. Everybody was ready to go into the side and prevent that from happening. And whomever was not on the side, clear example, Valen, he was ramping and running across the map, being in a position and being a nuisance for PRXXX.
Yeah, these exact kind of rounds, I think, is where we saw most of the failures for G2 in the first game they played against PRXXX back in Swiss, where during the team fighting it got chaotic, they started taking solo fights, and it looked really bad. Here it was completely different. John in particular was an absolute highlight in the value he was getting out of these Phoenix flashes, the space he was making for his team on the floods, and you talked about it perfectly, how quick and active they were in this defense to always be in the right place to flood. It was very nice.
Yeah.
Jaw is 0-5, first kill to first death, but he's 24-17 out of the map.
He did struggle on the second half a lot. I only wonder what would have happened if it didn't, because his numbers would be astronomical, probably his best performance ever. But seriously, there were so many instances where he was going for something crazy, and I saw a star on the floor, and I see Valen also running from the other side of the map, and I'm like, he's onto something. Like, I could not, I am stressing just looking at this.
Let's have a look at our Horizon high-speed moment of the day. This one does go to Jorgamo.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous performances. This one was
Whoa,
no
okay, it got
exception.
canceled.
Yeah,
because
look at his movement in this clutch. Dodges out on the op shot,
now
and then
I guess
immediately
he's
jumping past the flash to destroy the player with the operator there
I
at
don't
Divide.
know.
And then on
They
this
got-
retake,
they
he just
got-
plays it so perfectly, flashes to the right for that angle that's hard to judge, gets a refresh on it and the ult to go into this one-on-one and just absolutely hit a nasty shot here to win. It was an incredible performance from Jaw, and in the Swiss stage, earlier in this tournament, he was the player that felt absent from G2's lineup. You see his stats today in comparison. This is playoffs Jaw. This is big game Jaw, stepping up the way we know he can.
And do not forget, this match has started with a lot of chaos, like PRXXX manages to get the pistol, then G2 bounces back on the second one, and they start sitting at this space. So this round in particular, knowing the chaos that was already happening on the side, sorry, one Juggernaut was barely getting there. For him to be able to win that 1v2 at the end, absolutely insane, set the pace and the momentum for the rest of the half.
Now, I'm curious. I know there were some glum faces in the coaching booth for PRXXX, but I'm curious to hear what Alex has to say ahead of map number 2.
Jen here with Coach Alex of PRXXX. Now, Alex, individual heroic rounds from PRXXX players wasn't enough to get you across the finish line on Haven. You had to call 2 early timeouts in first half alone. What was going on with the team, and why was it difficult for you guys to get a read on them?
Yeah, I think came out with the wrong game plan, so we had to adjust in the middle, and so everyone's a little bit tense. I felt that they should be spreading around the map a lot more, and we couldn't do that until maybe like halfway through the first half. So it was more a game plan thing than anything else.
Okay, so Breeze is ready to go?
Sorry?
Breeze is ready to go?
Yeah, it is.
Good luck.
Yeah, Alex had to intervene pretty early there on Haven, and it wasn't quite enough. We're going to cast our eyes over towards this Breeze side of things now, where, again, the comps are relatively similar, but feel like, you know, G2 are good shape on this map. I think the showing against BBL should give you some confidence if you're an Americas fan. Yeah?
Yeah, the way that they played that was really nice. I loved in particular how they were constantly fighting mid in that map. That really cooked BBL.
Oh yeah, absolutely. My eyes go towards Leaf, even though we're looking at Baby Bay, what he's gonna be doing. But seriously, with those fast executes that they were doing, Leaf was saving his wall on the attack every single time just to have a very explosive hit and not have any tails at the beginning of the round. So there's not really a standard way that they were approaching the map, so your opponent cannot adapt onto it and try to fight some of those holes. However, it's PRXXX. We expect to see a little bit more of the aggression, a little bit more of like, oh, you see, you're gonna go mid? Okay, every single round I will go in the hunt for you.
This is something Jet maps. Definitely expect to see him step up. And Divide was great on the op in the previous map. 8-1, I think, was his head-to-head against Baby Bay.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that those are the players that we have to look at, and we cannot forget Forsaken on the Yoru. Man, that round 12, the last one from the first half, where he has that insane clutch, he's definitely bringing in the numbers today.
G2's now that team who's been in so many top fours and ended in disappointment in this position. PRXXX was that team in the past. A loss here would return to form, would be a step back from that Toronto trophy.
Jump into map 2, folks, right away. Take it away, Kilios and Paper Thin.
Don't mind if we do. Map 2. G2 are looking to go ahead and secure this win. Move forward to play again tomorrow and eliminate PRXXX from Master Santiago. PRXXX, it needs to be a reverse sweep from here on out. A victory on Breeze, their opponent's map selection. And then a rematch. Final showdown on Corrode. See if they're going to be able to deliver on that.
This is a map that G2 has not lost on. They haven't played it a ton, but they have looked really, really solid. Got some good ideas how to get Jogamo into space, create some bad matchups, some mismatches. And they're looking to push through A early. Now, there is a decent stack here from PRXXX. They like to do this. They did this on Split against them where they set up a three-player kind of high-low, but toxic screen, another util gonna cut that off. Jing pinged out there as well.
Not going, cleared there. Side control taken at the moment for G2. Winning on something, or rather on.
Whoa.
Okay, I was going to say on Forsaken to join the fight here, but PRXXX just taking the duels individually. Able to come away with 3. The slide and Jogamo looking for a little bit more. It's going to be another opening pistol going over to PRXXX. Something on his feet. Question is, can they avoid the catastrophe that occurred back on Haven? Close out this anti-eco round.
It almost feels like they took a page out of what G2 is doing to them on Haven and just going for the flood retake right away. Jog, good to get one, but everybody else just sharp and on point. And coaches for G2 already scratching their heads a bit. But I like the decision making there from PRXXX. Wait it out, you've already got your strong stack in place. Catch them before they can really get into some deep post plants. You're going for a 4-1 split here. Meanwhile, G2 eyeing mid. Just trying to make some noise and kind of put some pressure on Divide, who's all on his own with just a Sheriff.
I know that he can do some damage, but against the numbers as they are, it proved to be a little bit difficult, but still able to find the one. Puts the spike down on the ground. Flash's going to be connected now. Forsaken to the rescue. Joins in the fight. Jogamo, as well as Trent, falling out of his hand. That cross angle out from mid. Spoke in. Whoa! Fine, but lead. Quick taps coming through. It's still going to be Forsaken Providence. He comes away with a third. Baby A will shut him down. Some damage going to be dealt, but Indy with a clean tap. Bring this round to its conclusion, and PRXXX will start things off 2-0.
Well, it's a lot of damage done, though. Some good flashes early from Forsaken. Help out Divide a little bit here. That was really nicely placed. Long range for that last one. Leaf really good with the Bandit today. He's had some impactful kills. I tell you what, G2, the vibes are good right now. They're having fun. They were hyped up. They were walking out on stage. They were jumping up and down. They're bringing the energy today. It's going to be on to PRXXX to start to match, to find their groove. They're a team that, when they start to get a little bit silly, they start singing in the comms, drawing hearts on the walls. That's when they're at their best, but they haven't had that mojo just yet.
Get another pacey hit potentially here. As,
oh, yes, sir. 2 now.
Fly widely alone. Snakebite on that side, so Jogamo completely aware of his position. Pushes that wall, however, does end up losing his life. It's going to be an immediate rewrap from G2. Back across to join in with Valen. She's been staring at that B site. Nothing spotted. Calls the full rotation. Something, however, trying to get a catch. He'll be able to get the double shot across. Leap now. Struck down. 2-player advantage for PRXXX. They look to convert this bonus.
That's massive because it's going to buy him some time now. Get back into position.
I'm trying to get banned
Do
though.
some damage to deny entry, deny plants. Maybe May fishing for anything in mid.
How do I get a
All
request?
of PRXXX now leaning towards another flood retake here of B, or at least a flood to stop and another double kill.
Oh hell yeah,
for
something. Oh, drift. Oh, they need to ram these dude through. They need to ram these dude through.
This plan unable to be committed to quite just yet. Just the taps here from Trent. Now loses his life.
Hell yeah.
We'll mow down the final 2 for a flawless bonus conversion. 3-0 start for PRXXX.
What an answer. After winning a pistol to start map 1 and then losing the anti-eco, PRXXX converts their bonus here on Breeze. Looking really rock solid. Jog there just a little bit off as he's swinging. By a little bit quicker to the punch. See the crosshair just dragging up towards him. And now for another dose of early timeouts here at Master Santiago. Take your medicine. Time.
This feels like a very necessary one as well. Thinking back to the map draft and how things played out, PRXXX electing to go to defender's side first, which is not something that they typically lean into. Up to start off on this side, having a very good understanding of what G2 is going to look to be doing on this attacker's half. So far, it's been looking great. So 15 seconds left in this Coinbase win condition. You can see, you know, it's going to be a thrifty attempt here for G2. Something that they've been damn good at in the past, but right now it feels like PRXXX have their number.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. PRXXX has been really quick to rotate right now. You know, they feel like G2 is able to get into some post plants pretty quickly against BBL, so they want to try to thwart that before it really ever comes to fruition. You've been watching them on the map. It's been fast rotates. It's kind of part of the meta right now. You have to be matching pace with your opponents in these double duelist scenarios. And now, okay, it's going to be a stinger for Jog. So Sheriff's Leaf with another bandit. He does have full armor here. He's going to look to try to kick down the doors. They're going to leave Devi all on his lonesome on A once again. He is there.
Same setup here for PRXXX widely. Devi make the call. Get the TP join in from Forsaken. Try to push back the forces of G2. Start not going to be finding anything. Pop flash kept there on the corner, but Forsaken able to turn away from that one, but cannot escape. Does get taken down now. Weapon upgrade going to be grabbed by Jogamo. Handle in hand as the spike gets planted. First advantage. Shock dart lobbed in. Not going to be able to find the catch ultimately, but Jing will be able to take down Leaf, finishing off that final 5 HP.
There.
He's forward alongside the box. The ping coming in. But
hell yeah.
Good. He's able to find Jogamo, but Valen finds one in response. The Sheriff ringing out, but now Jing gets himself a second. The tap of the defuse, and Valen alone here in main, buying some time with the grab well, but Jing right back over onto this one, and with the shorty. A 5-0 start for him on the jet.
What movement speed is he crafting?
One of the biggest changes I noticed in this round versus, say, the pistol was that G2 swings the smoke together. They're creating this extra angle here with Jog, so Leaf goes out with him. Might have been Trent, but they want to get a little bit extra pressure. Don't leave Jog out on his own as that duelist. Have that extra layer when you're swinging
What
out
movement
to counter
speed
PRXXX
is
before
he
they can get into that flood. So it's just a little timing thing it felt like there. Still though, PRXXX had the firepower and the savvy to get the round to go.
Jesus.
Calling out Valen's aim there.
Jesus. Oh yeah, it's mid. They're reading this perfectly.
But for now, back avoided the concuss. The relay bolt going to be lobbed in. Quick dash over the side. It's a slide forward from Jugamo. He's able to find one, but they're going to be on the exchanges. PRXXX is able to find him as well. Just out there in mid. Looking for a little bit more, just basically shoulder to shoulder alongside Jugamo. Sliding his way quite far forward there at elbow, but now PRXXX able to strike. Immediately throws on the dimensional drift. Will be able to scout it out. Spot on the one. He's just trying to intercept.
Woo-hoo-hoo! What a monster. What a monster.
Gets himself the 3K. Now on the approach here from the back, and Valen will be able to note it. Finds the shutdown, causes a divide. Going to be called in immediately from Valen. Do they anticipate this second layer in from behind? No, they do not. Divide.
Oh shit, my fault.
Able to strike. PRXXX going to be continuing the divide and trying to get that pit online.
What a call here from Forsaken to keep scaling in towards mid. Catches Leaf a little bit off guard, and this opens up an extra angle. Even though somehow Valen's able to turn the flash that Forsaken throws through the window, like you mentioned, that extra layer of divide catches him off guard. And that's huge. You get that cosmic divide away from them. Will be an eco with the overdrive in play for Jog. Just gonna try to sell a bit of a fake. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Like Alex before him, Joshua T is not happy with what he is hearing and what he is seeing on the G2 side of the stage right now. Yet again, we go into the Coinbase win condition ahead of another militia buy. It's just anything that they can kind of scrape together alongside this overdrive. See if they can find a spark, work some magic.
It's gonna be tough. That round, PRXXX shows you a very different look with that mid pressure, trying to put some players into elbow. Then Forsaken sticks around, able to use that ult brilliantly. Still with the Hunter's Fury for Envy as well coming into this next one, so something to think about here. This has been crazy, the turnaround for PRXXX after a just neck and neck Haven come out with 5 in a row after a tough loss on your map pick, on a map that G2 has been stellar on. Again, we haven't seen it a ton, but still 2-0, and they have looked really strong and not really able to get much going. Jogamo is the best with 3 kills so far here in 5 rounds. Forsaken is 9.
3, 2, 1 countdown across the players for G2. Going to be cleared inside of shop. 5 players stacked up now. Hunter's Fury going to be layered in from Envy, looking for that catch. And he has caught them indeed. Plenty of damage going to be dealt. Cannot find the elimination, but Valen and Baby, they both jumped. 45 and 20 on the health bars. They've completely stemmed the tide.
Like that. If they rip that overdrive quick, you're right in place to shut it all down. Use that recon to confirm their presence, get the damage, get some value. Another pause.
If anyone scales off of that, the drone will go through. Spots him out. In the meantime, the rest of the players starting on the push. To clear the clone, and Jing will be flushed out. Trent as well, able to find a buy. Suddenly, G2 start looking alive and well here in this round. Overdrive to expire, but now Envy to fall. Finds Valen before getting taken down, and
Hello?
the position. Suddenly, it's just something alive. And he's got to make his exit. The second time out in desperation. Looking to work wonders here for them. Something. Snappy shot. He is still a force to be reckoned with. Surely, no way to try to play this one out. He'll just be a lurk and a linger, an attempt at more damage into a save on this operator as G2 get themselves on the board for the first time here on Breeze.
Yeah, it's just this, again, an extra little pause that they take. The clone baits Jing. He reveals his position. Shots hit. Baby Bay not going to collect anything. Something to be ready for it. It's a thrifty, a MasterCard thrifty for G2. Who, it's all about that pause they take again. We saw it on Haven. That really kind of confuses PRXXX where they're just not quite ready. They're not able to really read that it's a pause. They have to go exploring some of the map. gets caught running out. Devi doesn't even look in towards that fast lane. There's like 3 players walking down the middle of a fast lane. Devi's looking for somebody to go the other way. Catch him off guard. Again, an unchecked corner for Forsaken, or didn't check it hard enough. Early. There's the dimensional drift from babyy through mid doors.
Well, hit on the B. Quick little TP over. babyy having the spot. Jing going to be taken down once again. Jogamo is able to find him. It's a bit of damage, but keeps himself alive. Further from that Hunter's Fury going to be found, but the plant now to come through. Jogamo sliding his way alongside the wall here in mid. Envy, however, snappy enough, is able to find the kill. Pit going to be invested. Leaf setting that up to make this A site completely unassailable. Forsaken's able to find one. babyy gone. Back across some stray spam, and obviously this pit does not cover the plant. It's only just locking off the doors. An approach around the back. Envy having contact. Trent now taking down Balin to try to re-swing in. He's able to find that flanker. With the numbers, it's a disadvantage, but Leaf pushing forward, finding the vibe. Forsaken now gone. And once again, it's something. Trying to get a rise out of them. Trying to find that flick, but he cannot. He will suffer his first death as G2 get back-to-back round wins.
It looked like for a moment it might not go. But here, PRXXX rips the pit early, and G2 plan all along is A. So the forces of PRXXX aren't really into place. Not to mention Jing on top of the box gets spotted early, gets taken out quickly. Balin on the back line, so reliable here for G2, so aware of PRXXX trying to go for these lurks. So PRXXX gonna try to shore up the defenses a little bit. 3 players onto that area. Leave Ilya, try to lock down mid. Leave the B site widely undefended. Maybe just see if, you know, G2 was thinking A most of these rounds. We need to make sure that we deny that. Play for a little bit of retake otherwise. Jump peek there. Got a spot, I believe, onto babyy. He's got the operator too. Seems to be some kind of mid consideration.
And the lean in towards A. Stack set up in a gate crash. Just outside of bridge.
Jesus.
They're worried about a player.
I thought we got an upgrade
from mid top, so they use the toxic screen, set up their pathing. It's going to be a crunch.
At the ready to try to slow this down. Has that bite. Sends it. Shallow 1 damage, not going to be found, but it has to be respected. Now the paranoia off the back of that, and some spam through. Jing taking Jogamo down to 35. Eliminate that entry power. Still is going to be standing for the time being. The relay bolt will connect. Stun on Devi. Stops him from pushing between the pyramids and Envy. Ends up splitting the difference. Jogamo collecting the kill. Trying again to come through. The late lurk into mid. Leaf potentially going to be able to find a catch. Something's getting onto that angle. Cosmo Divine now going to be called in as Jing scales forward, looking for the follow-up, but cannot find it. Balin holds his own. 3v4 now. Double face comes in. Devi only going to be good for the 1. Something again with that operator. Going to have to go on the save. And G2, they are starting to come alive. They're starting to figure this out. 3 rounds now in a row. This Leaf looking for that potential punish on this operator.
He's been lurking for a while. He's waiting in mid throughout that entire round just to see if he can catch anybody.